Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Code Flow. And yeah, we're going to be talking about the HTML element. We have elements in HTML, we have attributes, and we're going to be real with you. You have actually been using some of these HTML elements. Let's go back into the former things we did. So now, even the body is an HTML element. There are a lot of HTML elements that we do make use of sometimes. We have the HTML tag itself, and let's talk about the heading tag itself. These are HTML elements. And so we have to ask the question, what is the basic definition for HTML elements? And I think I have a very simple way to explain it. An HTML element is defined by a starting tag and a bit of the content and an ending tag. And if you were to look at what is here, right here, you discover that most of the things we use here, they are known as HTML elements. And I'm not going to go very deep into what each of those means yet, but first we're going to actually look about how those things are elements. If you look at this thing, right, we have the heading tag. It has something right here, okay? Like this is the starting tag, and right here we have the content. Okay, we have the content, and right here we have the closing tag. We also have the closing tag. So if you look at this body tag right here, here is the starting tag. We have the content right in the middle, and we also have the closing tag. But this doesn't mean that all HTML elements must always have a closing tag or even the content. I will discuss that in the next few minutes. But for now, let me teach you how to make a comment, because we have to. Now, when you want to revise this, we have to have a way of going back to revise this, how to know that this is what we've learned so far. So just hold shift, and we're going to open the less than symbol, and we're going to have a bit of an exclamation mark and two short dashes. I think you call them an hyphen, dashes right there. Okay, and in the middle we can write, okay, making an HTML element. So this helps us to differentiate what is here and what we're about to do. And the use of comments is that we use comments, to identify spaces of the code or the line of code, so we don't mix them up. And the good thing about this comment is that they are not going to appear in your web page. It won't appear. Let's save this and preview this. Press Ctrl S, and I go to my Chrome, and I reload. No, not this one. Not this one. And I reload this one. You're not gonna see anything. Not gonna see anything. So yeah, we are making an HTML element. So let's try some few HTML elements. We've tried some few things already. We've tried the HTML, the title, the body, and the rest. So we've actually made an intro that some of the tags involve the H1, the B tag, and some other tags. So let's try and make a very simple one. Let's make it. I told that the heading ranges from H1 to H6. So let's try and make a simple one. We have the H3. Let's write this is my first element, and we're gonna save this. We can also, let's have a paragraph. I literally said that. And we're gonna save this, and if we go back to our Chrome and we reload this, we're gonna see this is my first element, and I literally said that. So these are basically HTML elements. They are HTML elements. They have the starting tag, they have a content, and they have a closing tag. So definitely these are not the other things that we can do. There are the other things we can do. right? We also have the BR tag, and it stands for the line break. And so let's see, the BR tag is kind of very special example of HTML element which doesn't have a closing tag. So let's use the BR tag as a very good example. And right there we've got our BR tag. It stands for line break. So let's save this, and once we go back to our Chrome and reload this, we're gonna see that the line breaks. Like you can see, there's like a paragraph break right here. That's basically the function of the BR tag. So let's go back to our initial words. We said that there are some tags that we use that are part of the HTML elements. You've seen the use of the body tag. It's where we're going to write 80% of the entire programming stuff. And we also have the H1 tag, which contains the heading of the document, and we also have the P tag, which is the paragraph. So basically that's just the basic things about the HTML elements. And one thing about those tags is that they're actually known as the nested HTML elements. I mean, the head, the title, the body, and the HTML, they are like nested HTML elements. And so that's just everything you need to know about the HTML elements. So yeah, and I think we learned a lot of things today. We learned about how to make comments and the things about why we are closing this thing. They are known as tags, sorry, elements, HTML elements. You have the starting tag, the content, and the end tag. So next tutorial we're going to talk about HTML attributes. We'll see you in the next tutorial.